Hey guys, today we're doing IXL. Let's get started.
The Witchland Spell Contest. Shanice watched Thomas tapping his broom on the floor as they waited for the contest to start. "Are you okay?" she asked him. He shook his head. "What if my spell doesn't work?" Shanice put her arm around her friend. "You'll do fine. It's just a silly spell contest anyway." Shanice was trying to help Thomas stop worrying, but the truth was that she was worried too. The Witchland Spell Contest meant just as much to her as it did to Thomas. All the young witches felt the same way. "I've told you all about my spell," Thomas said, "but you haven't told me about yours." Shanice smiled. "I haven't told anyone about it, but since you're my best friend, I'll give you a hint. It's kind of different." How does Shanice really feel about the spell contest? Look for clues in the story. She thinks the contest is too easy. She cares a lot about the contest. The judges sat down at their table. It was time for the contest to begin. Shanice and Thomas watched the other witches do their spells. One witch was from Shanice's baseball team. She made silver rings appear on the judges' fingers. Another witch made pink feathers float down to the judges' table. A third made songbirds appear, one for each judge. "These witches are so good," Thomas whispered. "Yeah," Shanice said. "They're all doing gift spells." "Of course," Thomas said. "The best gift always wins the contest." Shanice moved around in her seat. "Maybe the gift doesn't need to be a thing," she told herself. "Maybe the judges would like something else." What kind of spells are all the witches doing? Gift spells. Next, it was Thomas's turn. "Good luck," Shanice said. On stage, Thomas faced the judges. He brushed his broom across the floor and whispered his spell. Small pink cakes appeared in front of the judges. "How pretty," one judge said. "Almost too pretty to eat," the other judge said, but still he licked the top. Thomas bowed while everyone else clapped or waved their brooms. The second judge didn't clap. He was too busy eating his cake. Shanice smiled and waved her broom at her friend. But when Thomas looked away, Shanice slid down in her chair. What had she been thinking? Why had she wanted to try something different? Thomas was right. Gift spells were what made the judges happy. After seeing Thomas's spell, how does Shanice feel about the spell she is planning? Look for clues in the story. She is worried that she may have picked the wrong spell. Shanice's turn came last. Her heart pounded, but she forced herself to smile. Then she raised her broom, whispering her spell. The judges looked around the empty table. Shanice pointed her broom to the sky. Slowly, the judges looked up. A giant rainbow spread above them, and a wonderful smell filled the air. The first judge pressed her hands to her chest. "What a clever spell! This beautiful rainbow is, well, a gift. A gift for everyone in the room." other judge said. Everyone was quiet, staring at the rainbow. Then Thomas banged his broom on the floor, and the other witches did too. They all cheered for Shanice and the colorful rainbow sparkling above them. Look at the picture. Why does a wonderful smell fill the air? The judges have given roses to Shanice as a prize. Shanice has sprayed perfume into the air. Shanice has made a rainbow filled with flowers. Forest Walker. Mom opened the curtains and sunlight streamed in. Good morning, birthday boy. Ezra threw off his blanket. Ooh, I smell pancakes. That's right. I'm making you a birthday feast, Mom laughed. 7 is a big deal. In Ezra's village, turning 7 meant that you could go into the forest alone. But Ezra was excited for another reason. Your 7th birthday was also when you found out if you had the magical power to speak to trees. Excited? Mom asked. Yes, Ezra said. Trees know everything about everything. Imagine being able to ask them questions. Oh, trees speak? Well, remember, most people in the village can't do it. Mom patted down his bedhead hair. But you still get to go into the forest. So how about some pancakes? What does Ezra want most for his birthday? Look for clues in the story. The magical power to talk to trees. After the feast, Ezra went to Mr. Dell's house. Mr. Dell was one of the few people in the village who could tree speak. Ezra hoped that Mr. Dell could help him. It's your big day, Mr. Dell said. I've been thinking, when I get to the circle of trees, what should I talk about? Ezra asked. Trees are more like us than you think, Mr. Dell said. They want to be loved and heard, just like people. Ezra nodded, though he still wasn't sure what to say to the trees. I guess I'll see what happens. Ezra ran back home. Then he paraded through the village with his family. Neighbors swung open their windows. Ezra heard their good wishes. Happy birthday, Forest Walker! Enjoy your day! Why does Ezra go talk to Mr. Dell? Ezra wants Mr. Dell to come with him into the forest. Ezra wants help from someone who can tree speak. When they got to the forest, Mom hugged Ezra. Enjoy your first walk alone. Ezra entered the forest. He walked until he came to a circle of giant trees. Hello? I'm Ezra from the village. I'm 7 today, but I guess you already know that. Ezra waited to feel something magical, but nothing happened. Minutes passed. We had a huge feast this morning with a pancake pile as high as my knees. Ezra kept talking about his birthday. More time passed. His excitement turned into a heavy feeling. He sat down on the soft forest floor. Maybe he couldn't tree speak. Ezra thought about what Mr. Dell had said. Like people, trees wanted to be loved. He hugged his knees and thought about what made him feel loved. Look at the picture. What does Mom do that makes Ezra feel loved? She listens to him when he talks. Ezra looked up at the trees. They were so tall that they seemed to disappear into the bright blue sky. He imagined that his ears were balloons, stretching and filling up with all the sounds of the forest. He closed his eyes, stopped thinking about what to say next, and just listened. Suddenly, Ezra heard gentle voices. He jumped to his feet. Was his family calling to him? No, the voices didn't sound like people. Hello, Ezra. We're glad you're here. Ezra whispered, Who are you? We are the trees. I can understand you, Ezra said. And we can understand you. Ezra felt dizzy with joy. He was tree speaking. Ezra had so much to say, but first he wanted to listen. What happens to Ezra at the end of the story? He talks with the trees. The 3 clues. Naya waited for Kit outside grandfather's bedroom. Finally, the healer came out. Good news, Kit said. He didn't break his foot when he fell, but he needs to rest for a week. Naya and Mother looked at each other sadly. The Blue Moon dance was in 2 days. Naya and grandfather always went to the dance together. Mother asked, Is there anything that can make him heal more quickly? Kit flipped through her medicine book. Well, some magic night star flowers would heal him right away, but the clues to find them are a little strange. What are they? Naya asked. Travel west and look for the hugging tree, Kit read out loud. Then, cross the Queen's Bridge. Finally, look for stars in a night sky under the full sun. After the healer says grandfather needs a week of rest, why do Naya and Mother look at each other sadly? Look for clues in the story. They know there is no medicine to help grandfather. They are worried that grandfather broke his foot. They think that grandfather may miss the dance. Those flowers sound hard to find, Naya said. Then she thought about grandfather missing their favorite dance. I'll go, Naya said. I'll look for the flowers. Mother nodded. We want grandfather to heal quickly. Take Harry with you. Harry was Naya's unicorn. He stuck his head in the open window, and Naya petted him. Then she went to explain the plan to grandfather. Don't worry, you'll be better again soon, she promised. Naya and Harry set off on the western trail. The first clue is the hugging tree, Naya said. After they traveled for a while, Naya saw a large, strange tree. When they got closer, she got a better look at it. That must be the hugging tree, Naya shouted. Harry shook his tail. Look at the picture. How does Naya know that she has reached the hugging tree? She sees someone who is hugging a strange tree. She sees 2 tree trunks wrapped around each other. Next to the hugging tree was a narrow trail. I bet we go that way, Naya said. It's time to look for the Queen's Bridge. Naya and Harry made their way along the trail. Soon they arrived at a river with 3 beautiful gold bridges. I wonder which one is the Queen's Bridge, Naya said. They all look the same. When Naya and Harry got closer to the bridges, they heard a buzzing sound. Look, Naya said. The middle bridge has a beehive under it. Queen bees usually live in beehives, So this must be the Queen's Bridge. Naya and Harry crossed the Queen's Bridge. Then they followed the path on the other side. Only one clue left, Naya said. Why does Naya guess that the middle bridge is the Queen's Bridge? She notices that the middle bridge is a beautiful gold color. She sees a path on the other side of the middle bridge. She thinks a queen bee is in a hive under the middle bridge. The last clue should lead us to the night star flowers, Naya said. Look for stars in a night sky under the full sun. Harry looked up. Yup, there's the full sun, Naya said. But how can we find stars in the night sky while the sun is out? Soon they came upon a field of beautiful dark flowers. Naya looked around. She had never seen flowers so black before. As black as the night sky, she said slowly. Then she noticed tiny white flowers peeking out between the larger dark ones. We found the night star flowers, Naya said. Naya jumped off Harry and began picking the white flowers. In her mind, she heard music and imagined grandfather spinning her around in the moonlight. How does Naya know she's found the night star flowers? Look for clues in the story. They shine like stars under the full moon. They are as black as the night sky.
The correct answer is,
they look like fairies without wings. Want to go bounce on mushrooms? Pippet asked Crane. Sure, we did that all the time in my old village, Crane said. She had just moved to town. Pippet couldn't imagine moving to a whole different place. He'd never even left the forest. They jumped from one large mushroom to the next. What's your old village like? Pippet asked. It's kind of like here, Crane said, but there are giant fairies. Some of them are taller than bushes, and they don't have wings. Pippet stopped jumping. Really? He asked. Really, Crane said, leaping on to another mushroom. Pippet stood on his mushroom, trying to picture a giant fairy without wings. Was Crane trying to trick him, or could it be true? What kind of fairies does Crane tell Pippet about? Giant fairies with no wings. Shy fairies who hide. That night at dinner, Pippet quietly sipped his acorn soup. You're serious tonight, his father said. What's on your mind? I'm just thinking about something Crane told me. She says there are giant fairies without wings in her old village, Pippet said. His mother smiled. Sounds like your new friend is a great storyteller. So all fairies have wings? Pippet asked. And all fairies are the same size as us? How do we know for sure? His mother put her fork down next to her clover salad. We've never left the forest, Pippet continued. What if... Think about it, Pippet, his father said. Huge fairies, without wings, how would they float on clouds? Or dance in the air, his mother added. Or herd butterflies, asked his father. What do Pippet's parents think about giant fairies without wings? Look for clues in the story. They live far away. They are not real. The next afternoon, Pipit and Crane bounced on mushrooms again. My parents say giant fairies without wings aren't real, Pipit said. Crane crossed her arms. Do you want to see them? How? Pipit asked. It's not that far if we fly super fast, Crane said. The idea of seeing a giant fairy without wings was like surfing on a raindrop. It seemed fun, but a little scary. Are they mean? Pipit asked. Nah, Crane said. Most of them can't even see us. Sometimes the younger ones will notice us, but then the other giant fairies don't believe them. Pipit took a deep breath. I need to be home for dinner. You will be. Let's go, Crane said, and they took off. Why does Pipit think that seeing a giant fairy could be like surfing on a raindrop? Both seem hard to do. Both seem very dangerous. Both seem fun but scary.
That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.